So I've seen a lot of other content creators make videos on what to do after completing the campaign. 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos, 35-minute videos. It's really not that complicated, so I'm going to break it down in less than 5. After completing the campaign, we want to get to Nightmare difficulty by completing the Tier 2 Veteran Capstone dungeon that is in northern Kievashad and features 2 boss fights. After completing this, go to the World Tier statue in Kievashad, or create a new game, and change the difficulty to Nightmare. The first thing I would do is go to your region progress page and get all 5 regions to the 3rd tier. The next tier isn't worth it, and I didn't complete the 5th tier of Renown until I was in my 70s, so you'll be fine. We know that for Season 1, Altars of Lilith and areas discovered will transfer over, so that would be the most time-efficient way of earning renown for future seasonal characters. Altars of Lilith also give our characters stat points, obol capacity increase, and 4 of the altars marked here give us a paragon point, which become very important once we reach level 50. Collecting all the waypoints makes getting around the map easier, and some of them are hidden behind a stronghold, so those are good to focus as well. Once all 5 regions are on the 3rd Renown tier, assuming we haven't received a Nightmare Sigil yet, we can start a Legion or World boss if there happens to be one starting soon. If there isn't a Legion event or a World boss available, we can start completing Tree of Whisper quest to earn a cache that has the possibility of giving us a Nightmare Sigil. Once we receive the Nightmare Sigil, this will be where we are going to spend most of our time. Another possibility would be doing Hell Tides since they give us Fiend Roses and Forgotten Souls, but since we're going to be leveling up and constantly swapping out our gear, we don't need to focus on completing Hell Tides and we can just skip them for now. As mentioned in my Nightmare Dungeons video, there's a commonly accepted strategy online of fighting monsters that are at least 3 levels higher than you. Use this chart to figure out what the optimal dungeon tier is, I'll link it in the description. Once our character is in the 60s, we can try to complete the Tier 3 Nightmare Capstone dungeon to get to Tier 4 Torment. After completing this dungeon, same as before, go to the World Tier statue or create a new game, and change the difficulty to Torment. Now we can start earning Ancestral gear, which is more powerful than the normal and sacred rares that have been dropping for us throughout the game. We can also now start completing Hell Tides since there's a good chance that the gear we find now could be the same gear we use for the rest of the game. The main gameplay loop will now be completing Nightmare Dungeons and farming Hell Tides whenever we need Fiend Roses or Forgotten Souls to enchant our items. From here we can complete the rest of Renown to earn the 20 Paragon points. I recommend listening to a podcast or an audiobook while going through these to help with the tedium. And currently, that's the endgame for Diablo 4, so if this video saved you 20 minutes of your time from a separate click, consider subscribing to know when the next one will be uploaded. That's all I got for now. Talk to you soon.